People think the world ended when the sky turned green. They are wrong. The world ended the moment the Zodiac remembered my name. My name is Zen. To everyone else, I was just another survivor in a dying world. But the truth was much worse. I was not born under one of the 12 signs. I was born under the sign they erased. The hidden one. The cursed one. The 13th sign. And when the 12 finally found me, they did not come to save me. They came because they were afraid. The day everything changed, I woke up on broken stone, with ash falling from the sky. My head was pounding. My chest felt tight, and my right hand was burning. When I looked down, I saw it. A mark. A symbol I had never seen before, glowing under my skin like it had always been waiting for this moment. At first, I told myself it meant nothing, just fear, just stress. But then the wind changed. The sky cracked open, and green fire began to fall from above. That was the moment I knew this was not just the end of the world, it was the beginning of something worse. Ares was the first one to find me. I expected a hero. What I found was a warrior with fire in his eyes and fear behind it. He looked at the mark on my hand and stepped back. That was the first time someone looked at me like I was a disaster. Ares told me to run. Not fight, not hide, run. I asked him what he saw in me. He did not answer right away. Then he said something I will never forget. You are not one of us, Zen. You are the one we were warned about. And if Ares feared me, then whatever lived inside me was worse than I imagined. Ares brought me to the old temple, where the others were waiting. Taurus stood like a wall, silent and heavy, watching every step I took. Gemini looked at me like they were seeing two endings at the same time. Virgo did not even try to hide her worry. Scorpio kept one hand near his weapon the whole time. No one welcomed me. No one called me chosen. No one looked relieved. They all looked like they had been dreading this day for a very long time. Then Virgo finally spoke. Virgo told me the mark on my hand was not a blessing. It was a seal. That was the moment my fear became real. If it had to be sealed, then what exactly was I? Inside the temple, they showed me a wall older than memory itself. 12 signs were carved into the stone, and in the center, scratched out so deeply it looked like someone wanted history itself to bleed, was a 13th symbol. My symbol? That was when Ares told me the truth. Long before the world fell, there was a 13th sign. A power so unstable, so dangerous, that even the 12 feared what it could become. Some called it the end sign. Some called it the fallen star, so the 12 made a choice. They erased it. Its name, its history, its bloodline. They thought they had buried it forever. But prophecies do not die. They wait. I wanted them to be wrong. I wanted to believe I was still just Zen. Just a boy trying to survive. Just a name. Just a life. But the more they spoke, the more the pieces started fitting together. The strange dreams. The voices in the dark. The feeling that the stars were always watching me. Even worse, part of me already knew. I kept thinking about something my mother used to tell me when I was young. She said, even the stars can guide you, or burn you. Back then, I thought it was just a saying. Now I knew better, because every eye in that temple was telling me the same thing. I was not just in danger, I was the danger. That was when the temple shook. The air turned cold. The fire went silent. And then he appeared. The Green King. He did not crash through the walls. He did not roar. He simply walked in like the world already belonged to him. The others prepared to fight. But he never looked at them. He only looked at me. That was what terrified me most. It was the way he smiled, like he had finally found what he had been waiting for. Then he said my name. Not with anger, not with hate, with certainty. Zen. You were never meant to stop this ending. You were meant to choose what comes after it. I told myself I would never become what they feared. I told myself I would fight it. I told myself I would protect people, no matter what lived inside me. But power has a way of answering fear, and fear was all I had left. When the beasts came, I did not think. I moved. The mark on my hand exploded with green light, and everything around me changed. The ground cracked. The air screamed. The monsters fell back, and for 1 second, everyone stared at me in silence. Not because I saved them, because they saw how I did it. The first price was trust. That was the hardest part. Not the fighting, not the fear, not even the truth. It was the loneliness. Imagine discovering that you carry the one power the world was built to fear, and still wanting to save that world anyway. That was me. Every step I took, I kept asking myself the same question. If everyone sees a monster when they look at me, how long before I start seeing one too? Pisces found me alone that night. She sat beside me and did not say anything for a while. Then she asked the one question no one else dared to ask. Zen, when your power fully awakens, will you still be you? I wanted to answer. I wanted to tell her yes. But the truth was, I did not know. The next battle gave me my answer. Or at least part of it. When the Green King attacked again, the others fought with everything they had. Aries burned the sky. Taurus held the front line. Virgo tried to protect the wounded. Gemini tore through illusion and shadow. And still, it was not enough. One by one, I watched the 12 fail. Then, Aries turned to me. This time, his voice was different. Aries told me the truth. They had all been hiding. The 12 were never created to defeat the 13th sign. We were created to contain it. The Green King did not want to kill me. He wanted to awaken me. By then, there was no going back. The city was collapsing. The temple was breaking apart. The sky looked like the stars themselves were splitting open. I could hear screams below. I could feel the earth trembling. I could feel the power inside me, pulling harder and harder, like it finally wanted to be seen. I tried to resist it. I really did, because I was not fighting for power. I was fighting for myself. But then I saw Aries fall. I saw Virgo bleeding. I saw Taurus on one knee, and something inside me broke. Not into darkness, into truth. I stopped running from what I was. For the first time, I answered the power, calling my name. The moment I accepted it, everything changed. The mark on my hand spread like living light. The temple shook. The stars above me turned green, and every Zodiac Guardian stepped back. Not because they were defeated, because they knew. They knew the seal was gone. They knew the 13th sign had awakened, and they knew it was me. I looked at the Green King, expecting triumph in his eyes, but what I saw was relief. The 13th sign was never meant to protect this world. It was meant to judge it. My name is Zen. I am the forgotten sign. The 12 guarded the world from me. Now the world will learn why.